What's going on, family? Welcome once again to Cool Case Adventures. Your Central Florida family happens to be here at home. Anyways, if you're just joining us for the first time, this is half of your Cool Case Adventure family. Basically, a family that is fully dedicated mostly to make recommendations and go to theme parks, mostly Universal and Disney, right? Um, So we basically go experience the park, and then once a week we have this live stream that we call Real Talk, where I guess that we talk about any theme park without holding back.
Carlos gets real.
I get real. She does, and I do. I do. But anyway, happy Wednesday, everybody. Mary's on the
Mary.
house. Happy birthday, Mary.
I was gonna say that.
We'll say it.
Happy birthday, Mary.
Okay, there you go. Happy birthday, Mary. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Anyway, if you are just joining us, don't forget, please smash the like button on YouTube. That helps us out. If you could even share content in your socials, please do so.
Social.
Socials. That helps us out. Anyway, Mary said thanks. Tonight we're gonna do some Halloween Horror Nights. We're gonna talk about what's coming in the next few days, next few weeks. You guys know we've been on top of things. We've been telling you things ahead of schedule, and now things are coming across. Hey, this is happening. Not now. I mean, it's been happening since the announcement of Last of Us. We've been right on spot. Then I got something. Ryan, what's going on, my friend? I got something from Disney. See, Karen doesn't even know this.
Hey, David.
Hello
And
there.
Madeline. How are you guys?
I got something from for Disney.
What about it?
You don't even know this.
I don't know.
I
It
have
doesn't surprise
dates.
me.
I
Okay.
have dates, and this is coming
About what?
straight from an imaginary. I'm gonna talk about what's gonna happen with Animal Kingdom. So not only I got bombshells on Universal, now I started to get stuff on Disney. But anyway, let's start moving along. I want to talk about some Epic Universe, Karen.
Yes,
We
please.
kind of left Epic for alone for at least a week. There's tons of picture. I want to give a shout out to Bio Reconstruct who continues to drop these amazing pictures. I want to show you basically this is the Donkey Kong ride. I'm not gonna spend time on the almost 100 of pictures that he posted the other day, but I just want to show you the things that I seen that I kind of like saw the most details of.
Hey, Miss
Miss
Sheila.
Sheila, one of our YouTube members, how are you? So check this out. This is the Donkey Kong ride. Now we get to see the details on the wall, and look at this.
I like that.
Look at this.
Kind of looks like the game when they're breaking the
Right.
barrels.
I am digging this and I'm in it for it. I love it. I cannot wait until Super Nintendo World opens over here. As a matter of fact, Karen, I can't even wait to go to Super Nintendo World in September again in
I
Hollywood.
know, right?
It was,
Well, now it'd be a different experience because the kids will be with us.
yeah, it should be
Yeah.
exactly more amazing. Mary said that looks awesome for Donkey Kong. Absolutely. Then I'm gonna just move forward with this. This actually happens to be the Launch in Dark Universe roller coaster. So this is the other roller coaster, and this is pretty cool. Again, I'm just showing you a picture that caught my attention due to the details. This is an old barn that they're putting, not old barn, they built up a barn and makes it,
Pretty sure it's new.
it's brand new. They make it look like old and they're putting it together. But this is gonna be the the launch
I was gonna say the lounge.
the launch of it. So I am digging this Dark Universe. Again, everything that we're showing you today is or Epic Universe is speculated. Nothing has been confirmed by Universal Studios other than Super Nintendo World is coming, but they didn't even guarantee the rights. They didn't
Right.
even confirm the right. We just like we know based on what's happening. Ryan says the roller coaster looks incredible. I'm glad that each Super Nintendo World has its own identity. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. And I hope they continue to make them that way. Definitely, because it just keep people wanting to go to different parks for the
Especially
different.
us.
Huh?
Especially us.
Especially us. It's disgusting on how many like this side job that we have.
Yeah.
Michelle said, "Wow, that looks fantastic."
Fantastic.
What do you think about these details, Karen?
Oh, I think it was cool.
Well,
I love it. I love
I
it.
re-energize with some coffee.
Oh, I left my coffee. I like it. I like the black roller coaster too, like to make it more like spooky. I would assume during that, when you're there. So I think it's gonna be fun. I wonder. It looks kind of cool, like, because it looks like a rundown place. You know what I mean? Like, so it's gonna look super cool.
Cecilia's in the house. Another one of our YouTube members.
Hola.
I appreciate you having you over here. We're gonna talk some Horror Nights, Cecilia. So I hope you're ready soon. Ryan says, I'm definitely looking forward to the Universal Monsters section. It's a timeless franchise. There's so many things that they could do with Universal.
They can go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we don't have anything Universal Monster.
Right.
Right now, they could put whatever they want.
Right.
They could even do a show of Universal
Monster. Hope so. I miss their shows like that.
People are gonna go insane because that's a classic. So I am super excited. Once again, if you guys are joining us for the first time, thank you so much. You are watching Cool Case Adventure, Central Florida family that spend time in mostly Disney and Universal, have a passion for these theme parks. And today we're having a real talk. We actually post vlogs. We're gonna work. Oh, tomorrow we're going to Epcot.
Yes.
So
Food and Wine.
Food and Wine is starting. I'm not too crazy about it, but obviously we're gonna vlog it out for you and give you our input. Always an honest opinion. Changing up a little bit. Kevin, you saw this picture. You were amazed.
I was excited.
By the details.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody posted this, and again, it was from Still Bio Reconstruct. And this is an aerial photo of statues in a bay at front of How to Train Your Dragon land. The Viking boats in background were recently revealed, and painting is in progress. So this is the amount of details is just like insane. David says, I'm looking forward for Monster section.
All right, I can't wait.
Cecilia's asking is Mary. Yeah, it is Mary's birthday today. She doesn't announce it as much, but I love embarrassing.
We do that for her.
Okay. That's part of my
that was
job.
me because I put it on there.
So, it cannot be more embarrassing than me sending her a text or attempting to send her a text this morning saying happy birthday, and then around late in the afternoon wondering why Mary hasn't even answered the text. That's very weird.
She's mad at you.
Like normally, I know if Mary gets busy, she'll answer me eventually, but I'm like, it's been the whole day. And I know that we've been chatting through in the other group text that I have with her and Danielle. What the hell is going on? And I go back, and of course, my text is there. I never hit send.
Just looking at you.
What a dummy.
Laughing at you.
What a dummy.
I'm not going to say no.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, so check out this Viking boat. This is outstanding. I'm loving the details, like Karen said. So
look at the ships in the back.
If you are on Twitter, I highly recommend, if you want to check Bio Reconstruct, because he put a lot. I mean, he must have put like 60 to 70 pictures. There's so many that I will need a whole entire live stream just to go one by one. So I'm just showing you guys the most impressive one. I am gonna bring this up because I put a video out, and I want to say I completely forgot in the video giving credit to Bio Reconstruction. I might have to add it in the details later on. I'm not that type of content creator. I love, giving credit where credit is due. So Bio Reconstruct posted this picture. This is an aerial picture of the facade of one of the tents of Halloween Horror Nights. And the reason why I'm showing you this is that even though he posted this on July 21st and there's nothing, just the facade, you look at this right now, you're like, what is that? That's basically nothing. It's telling us nothing. It is currently July 26th. We all know now the universe is against the wall. They have to make a next announcement. They got too much things to still announce and not enough time, and they cannot hold on announcement to continue to make progress on this project. So by me looking at it, I was like, okay, it's coming. I've been telling you guys announcements are coming, and I said it last week, between the end of this week, last week, or the end of this week. So you're looking at the high possibility of tomorrow and or Friday, but everything is pointing out as of tomorrow. If it doesn't go by Friday, they're definitely being loyal to John Murdy. He's gonna be in what is it, Midsummer
Midsummer.
Scream on Sunday, and he already said, "Hey, we're gonna make some announcement." So he then may make an announcement that it will be equivalent for both parks tomorrow, and then they're gonna let John Murdy make an announcement on Sunday for Universal Hollywood. In because they're gonna have, I guess, a one or two originals over there. So definitely expect an announcement. If you guys been following us, you guys know we've been dropping you nothing but accurate information, and we're going to continue to talk about. Cecilia says, um, "Come on
Come on.
already with the announcement. I think they might announce them all at once
Once I
like they
did.
did last year. So there's gonna be a few houses announced together. I don't know if that's gonna happen tomorrow or that's gonna happen in the next announcement. But there's gonna be some announcement together. And again, the fact that John Murray is not going in on to July 30th, I think that's what makes me believe like
I'm holding.
they may possibly announce two tomorrow,
Right.
right?
Or
And
nothing at all, and
which
then leave it.
one thing I could guarantee you is gonna be Doctor Oddfellow and Monster. There's no way they're gonna
Kind of
keep.
would make sense.
Well, why would they be
And that
holding
seems
on?
like it's a monster.
What would
Facade.
what would they be holding on? Not having an
Icon.
actual icon,
Yeah.
you know. So I can already foresee that it's gonna be Doctor Fellow. I've been saying it. I've been hearing about it. The other thing I gotta share with you guys is that food booths are gonna start popping up sometime next week or the following week. We're gonna start seeing all these amazing facade for food booth, which that means that the menu will be posted by the second, third week of August, according to what is being told to me. Now, everything is subject to change. I am not Universal. Somebody asked me that. Oh, well, you said, yeah, I said that, but I'm not Universal Creative Team. I don't work for Universal. I'm just telling you nothing but accurate information that is being told to me by different team members from multiple departments, and and I'm not gonna say from where, but some of them include creative team. So I'm just saying what I can say. The how and the when and all that, that's I'm not Universal, but anyway, it is coming.
Marianne.
Marianne is wishing Mary a happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Mary is saying, can't wait to see what they're doing with the theme food. So
Yeah, it's gonna
uh,
be it's
I
gonna be
already
cool.
told you. With Stranger Things, we're gonna have a burger or something like that. Aloha Jazz says, HHN can come soon enough. I'll be there in the morning, hopefully for an announcement. And anybody who is not following Aloha Jackson Instagram, I don't know what you are waiting on. My man will be there. especially tomorrow. They drop that announcement, and he will be posting like right away. So make sure you do that. And uh, I say almost weekly, he has the best, one of the best pictures
Yeah,
in
for
theme
sure.
park around. So definitely, and especially in the entertainers, which that's what
Right.
he specializes on. So definitely follow Aloha Jacks, Steven, our friend, family member Steven, in Instagram. Now I want to just drop this because it just came
It just came
about
out.
an hour ago, where Disney is responding to Governor DeSantis because they remember DeSantis requested to postpone whatever law, not the lawsuit, but the court and whatever the trial and all that after, conveniently after 2024. Well, Disney has answered and basically said the governor seeks to evade responsibility for his action on a narrower ground, asserting that a governor cannot be held officially liable for implementing, administ-
Administering.
administering and
And
enforcing state laws that punish residents for political statement violating a state prescribed speech code. So that's Disney response. And I think that they have until, I want to say, August 9. I read somewhere. Um, yeah, August 9 to respond per the law. So here we have it. If I'm Disney, I wouldn't even waste my time. He's not even gonna make it to like freaking 2024. He's done. You know.
well, no, yeah, but I think they made it a point to do it on the same day as the Republican National Convention
That's why.
to like throw stuff out.
Yeah.
You know, very strategic, like
Yeah.
Disney usually is.
You know
So there's a national convention. Here you go.
I get it, but there's no, honestly, when people act maliciously, there's sometimes you don't even have to move anything. They're gonna trip over themselves. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's what's happening with him right now.
Well, I think that's also why Disney stays pretty quiet,
Right.
for the most part.
And if you're following basically any news that deals with Governor DeSantis, he's just losing big time, and he's losing by the minute. He fired a bunch of people from his campaign. Last night came that says that he had to minimize um, future events and future commercials. He need to cut budget because he in other words, the whole country had realized that the guy sucks. And Fox News not supporting him. Other donors are saying, we made a mistake. He's going around making excuses, So people realize the truth. The guy sucks. Disney has nothing to do with that. And Disney saying, listen, we spoke our mind. It is our rights. You came here to play with fire. You are going to suffer the consequences. So, Ronnie is done. Ronnie is done.
Ronnie.
He needs to run back to whatever, Tallahassee, cry and boohoo all the hell that he wants to over there, and create more excuses. And perhaps by losing, he finally is gonna start doing his job as a governor, because that's what he got hired for. So in the meantime, Disney's gonna try to.
They took a little gap,
and they're like, nope. You try, we're gonna hold you accountable. So anyway, that just basically came about an hour ago. Moving right along, this is what I wanted to talk.
Ryan says, "Yep, Ron's done for."
Yeah, Ronnie is done.
Ronnie.
He's just like an imbecile. He's like, anyways, speculation map 6, and you're gonna ask me, Carla, what do you mean by speculation map 6? What are you talking about? I thought we were on speculation map 3. Well, for those of you who are wondering, what am I talking about? I told you 2 weeks ago, or if you happen to be new over here, I said 2 weeks ago, I do understand that Halloween Horror Nightmares is like the main source of speculation. I do respect them. They have been insanely accurate. However, I feel that nobody's following what this Hollow Out Horror is posting out there. I've been tracking them closely, and I even told you, start following them. And if you believe it or not, when you go to if you go to their they don't even have that many. Now they're finally starting to gain some followers. But if you were to go to YouTube, I mean to Facebook and all that, they barely have any followers. They have been discredited and all that. And I told you 2 weeks ago, watch these guys. They have, in my opinion, way too much of an exact, or more what it seems like more accurate information. Like information, like their the names are way too exact.
Right.
You know, we're talking about that they're not using images. They're calling things like with a name, and then when you read the names, you're like, damn, those are names the Universal will
That
use.
seems, that seems accurate.
That seems accurate, right? So, obviously everything is speculation, but there's so many things. I could tell you that both speculation maps are like 95 to 98% correct. Both of them. And I'm telling you, based on what is being told to me, this map has the most exact names in comparison to the original speculation map originator, if that
Mm.
makes any sense. Okay, so we're gonna start with the the different haunted houses. If we were to compare maps over here, we will see. I think it had like a tree with like a scratch or something like that.
Hmm.
That's what Halloween Horror Nightmares posted. Then everybody started talking. They said, "Well, it's something with the Yeti." This guy has been saying it for the longest. It's Bigfoot summer camp. I'm starting to believe that it's Bigfoot summer camp just for the fact that the jetty was already used. If it makes any sense. So I don't know. I don't know the Universal wants to go back to um to reuse something that they already did, and the jetty was used on 2019. I am believing more as a Bigfoot summer camp, and I'm sticking to this map. I can tell you right now, the Exorcist is gonna
It's
happen.
coming, yeah.
And if you and I'm hearing mixed stories. So if you have not watched the the preview of the Exorcist, some people are batching it because they don't kind of like it. It's from the same creator of the remake movies from Halloween, and people are like, I don't know about that. I watched it yesterday, the preview, and the preview is about 2 minutes, and it looks pretty freaky. It looks pretty freaky.
Pretty freaky.
Now we're not talking about one girl; we're talking about two girls. It's called, I think it's called
That's spooky, isn't it?
the Exorcist, the beginning or something like that. The
The
Believer.
believer.
So now we're talking about two girls right here.
Oh,
That's what we're gonna be dealing with. And according to what I heard, basically this Exorcist is based on that movie, The Believer. Okay, two girls, and what is weird is that they're gonna release this over here because it's a Blumhouse production, right? And what is weird, Karen, is that that movie doesn't come until October,
that is weird.
right? But people are saying,
It's
and
gonna be that big of a deal.
well, they
I mean,
have audition for both Exorcists for two girls.
mm.
That's what I've
Oh,
been
like
told.
the
Yes, that's what I've been told. Let me go back over here. Ryan said, I take speculation math with a grain of salt. I don't believe until Universal themselves announce
right.
the house. Yeah, but I can tell you right now, Ryan, a lot of things are going to happen. Only one show this year, Nightmare Fuel didn't really impress me. Yes, only
Yeah.
one show. That has been confirmed. Everything that I'm telling you tonight or in my next videos will be confirmed, or things that I have told you already has been confirmed. Okay, we're gonna go as of tonight. I'm gonna tell you what is speculated, and I'm gonna tell you what it has been confirmed. Ryan says, "Oh my God, yes, I saw the Exorcist preview during Oppenheimer. Yeah, it looks, I don't know, it looks out there.
I mean, Exorcist alone is pretty
I
weird
could
and very scary.
dude, I could barely deal with one girl. That how long I'm gonna deal with two girls? That's insane. That's freaky. All right. So the Exorcist, by the way, is gonna happen. I have confirmation from people that have auditioned for the Exorcist part. The letter C, he speculated to be something with witchcraft. That's the other maps. That's like the one that is a house that looks like witchcraft,
Right.
right? But according to this, it's gonna be called of the blood moon. Once again, not confirmed yet. However, it sounds very exact. You know
Sounds
what I mean?
legit.
Why will somebody speculating will just say, "Hey, we're gonna name this the cult of the blue moon, blood moon"? You know what I mean? Somebody would have called it witchcraft house or
Yeah.
something like that. These are way too exact titles. Then the letter D is Stranger Things that has been confirmed. E is Dueling Dragons. Now, Dueling Dragons, people keep calling it Dueling Dragon. I'm hearing something with a horror of Renaissance or something with the word Renaissance. That's what I've been hearing. However, you know, it's universal. They could turn it around and say Dueling Dragon, but I don't know. I don't find it too
Big
appealing.
Dueling Dragons.
The Dueling
Something
Dragon.
of Renaissance. You know what I mean? Like, it'll probably have both.
Yeah, but if you put name it Dueling Dragons, it doesn't even sound like
Dueling Dragon.
Dueling Dragons. Now, whoa, it's so scary. I think it's gonna be.
Yeah, it needs to have a more like scary
Yeah.
name. Like
I
Dueling Dragons, you just think of the roller
I
coaster.
think it's gonna be Renaissance or horror or something like that. I keep hearing the word Renaissance, and it could have been that it was in the what you gonna call
Ghostbusters. Oh,
no. It could have been maybe a brainstorm of titles,
right.
and somebody heard it and they continuing. Then we're gonna have Chucky based on the series that was confirmed on October 31st of 2022. That was the first announcement. And the one that I'm looking the most forward to is Dr. Fellow's Carnival or Origin Tale, and obviously had Jack Smith. Can never say that last name. Smith. Logo.
Let me clean your microphone there.
Hello, I just said let's talk HHN. Just draw spec map 3.5. Looks about the same as this spec map. I'm telling you. All right. It's becoming. By the way, welcome to X. Welcome to X. It's no longer Twitter.
I was like, what are you saying?
It's called X. All right.
Oh, they do have. Is that? They do have Blood Moon Dark offerings. So they're both Blood Moon, Dark Moon. They're both saying that they're Blood Moons. This one, they.
All right. So Campground Hills,
Bigfoot Summer Camp.
Bigfoot
So
Summer
a whole
Camp.
campground thing.
Yeah, it could. I think it could go either or. The Exorcist. I told you it's gonna happen. Cult of the Blood Moon. So Blood Moon Dark Offerings. Sounds about right too. Stranger Things 4. And then you got Dueling Dragon.
Dueling Dragon.
I don't know why they will call Dueling Dragon. That's just the stupid.
But that doesn't seem like it would be scary.
No, that's just like.
And even if they go like even if this is right and they use that and what like you're battling fire and ice, like it's not a, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, and then you have.
I hope it's not. I hope it's some medieval thing.
Chucky. Then Dr. Oddfellows, Carnival of Thrills, and I think the Origin Tale may come out. I think so. Then you have Darkest Deal, but check this out: Soul Snatch Deal with the Devil. You guys remember the so-called guitar?
Yeah,
that's what it means. And they could go either or, either with the Soul Snatch deal with the devil, although it sounds kind of like a long title, or the
Yeah.
Darkest Deal. Either or, you're dealing with both the same thing. I'm telling you, my sources have confirmed this house. Basically, you are selling your soul to the devil. That's pretty much what you're doing.
To be a musician.
I don't know the
Oh.
story, but that's basically what it is. And
Well, you're not giving us all the info.
no,
You're
I'm
fired.
telling you the
You're fired.
houses. I'm telling you, I heard I'm confirming what I heard, which I heard this house. Obviously, The Last of Us, Monster Paris is
Paris.
happening. Now he's giving us more information, and this is what I've been told too: is the Phantom of the Opera,
The
Hunchback,
Hunchback and the
and
Invisible.
Invisible Man. So I have heard this multiple times. And they have confirmed this. So out of all these houses, I can confirm definitely Monster is happening, The Exorcist is happening,
Obviously,
um,
Stranger Things.
Blood Moon is happening, or whatever the hell they call that. Dueling Dragons is happening. Doctor Oddfellow is happening, and The Darkest Deal is happening.
So all
That
of them is the countdown.
right. I have not. I haven't had anybody. And The Exorcist, nobody had confirmed that until earlier this week or no, or the weekend. By the weekend, and that's when I found out. A lot of people didn't know about The Exorcist because it comes so late.
Is that the only Blumhouse?
Right.
That's interesting because usually they pair two of their movies. Or did they not have? Did they not
No,
release anything else?
they're not gonna release anything.
Oh,
It should have been Five Nights of Freddy's,
right.
but Five Nights of Freddy's, they're dealing with the contract to put, and they're waiting to see how people react to the movie. But the plan is to bring it next year.
Hello, like
That's what I've been told. Okay. Um. Basically, I'm gonna read what they said because this is how I find out a lot of the info too. He says we rarely do this, but some have asked. Here's the version 3.5 of our speculation map with some minor updates. Want to say more up to speed with speculation. Join our Discord server for all the up to the minute all the up to the minute changes. And that's how I'm hearing a lot of the info through I go everywhere. So yeah, I spend countless of hours and talking to people.
I
But
don't know how
I
he does it.
told you, these guys. I do love horror nine nightmares. Love them to death.
Yeah.
Cool people. I don't want to take away from them because they've been doing this heavy lifting work for years. But then here comes Halloween Horror, or at least I discovered them this year. And if you notice, everything that they have was released before. They released it was yesterday, 2 days ago,
2 days ago.
July 24, and the version 3.5 just came out today. And it's basically almost identical, like Steven said, to this map. So with that said, you can see where I'm going with this. Do not sleep on these people. It's kind of cool. Although I love Horror Nine Nightmares, it's kind of cool to now have two sources that can actually point us to the right direction. If I'm Universal, I'm hating it right now because somebody's definitely talking.
So, but I mean, Universal has to know somebody's feeding. You know what I mean? Like,
No, they don't.
really?
No, they don't. And they're trying to find out who is.
That happens every year. How do they not know who the leaks are at this point?
They don't like it. That's how I can tell you.
Well, no one's gonna like it if they're trying to keep stuff secret. And people, obviously, you have multiple people. Obviously, there are multiple people running around with all the information.
But I already told you that Universal was pulling people aside, other content creators, to find out how they're getting information. And luckily for us, we're not one big channel. You know, we don't get a lot of views when it comes to this horror night. I had the feeling, had I had the amount of followers, the huge followers, and that this video could have gone like not viral but all over, I could guarantee you Universal by now would have pulled me aside because they know people are talking to me. Not that I'm gonna tell them, but they may threaten me. You know, if you don't tell us that we could revoke your passes, because that's what they have done to some people. talk to us or we'll revoke passes. That's how much information I have. So people now that are not talking because Universal has threatened them. I don't know why. But anyways, until then, I will continue to share all the info that I have. So I promised Mary today that if she will stick to with me on this live, I will confirm the different um uh, Scarson. So confirm for real. Obviously, we know the Death Eaters. We know of Megan Horde, and also Carnival of Oddities is happening. Okay, so if you don't know what Carnival of Oddities is, basically all the kind of like odd characters that you will find in a fair or carnival, but it's basically gonna be the carnival for Doctor Oddfellow. So one thing that I heard is that Universal is trying to stay away from Illumination Avenue, the Minion Land. They don't want to put things over there because obviously with the opening of the ride and all that, they don't want to take that away from that, from the ride and all the Minion Land. So what is basically happening is that this Carnival of Oddities is going to be kind of in the main entrance of the park. So it's gonna be from the Universal Store and Minion Mayhem, right over here, all the way here in the beginning of the street. They're avoiding being down there. Okay, so you could expect to see some of the oddities roaming around between Universal Store, which is this, the Universe Store, which is that one, and over here where they have the photo pass or whatever they call it, um, over here. So all this area is gonna be Carnival of Oddities. It has been confirmed to me that for a fact, Universal is trying to stay away from Minion Land. The other thing I could tell you that is confirmed is Vamp 69, and we'll talk about it in a second. I basically pointed it out. I didn't want to like say openly, hey, this is happening. But if you actually watch our last video and you pay attention, and I'll show it to you in a little bit, if you pay attention to the thumbnail, I kind of hinted you that it was happening. The Death Eaters is happening, and I'm hearing that this is truly happening. Something with Siren is happening here in San Francisco area. And then you got Nightmare Fuel. We already knew about it. Something with Jungle is happening. So it's either Jungle or what is it they call it? Uh, they're trying. They say mutated plants animal hybrids. That's what this map is calling it. But it's something with jungle. You can see it because everything is decorated on green or camouflage on green. And then you got something over here that is called the dark zodiac. So um, according to this map, they're gonna call it either an Asian demons or dark zodiac. I had confirmation that this zodiac scare song is happening or something with zodiac is happening in here. If you remember the old map, basically this has swapped places. Vamp 69 was here and zodiac was up here. They have swapped places. So definitely something from Siren, something with jungle, some mutation. Zodiac is happening. Vamp 69 is happening. Megan Horde is happening. So that's basically everything that I know up to this point. If you watch our last video, I told you where and when the next constructions were going to happen, and it's been happening. It's been happening. I even said it's going to start on Tuesday, and as of yesterday, things went up in New York, and then today things went up in Central Park, which I told you, and more things are gonna move in Hollywood starting tomorrow and or Friday. So keep an eye on that because things are happening. In that video, spoiler alert, I told you nothing is gonna happen in the main entrance until August. So according to what I've seen, the schedule remains the same. So keep an eye on that. I will continue to give you an update every week. So I'm gonna try to go there every Saturday. And why I do Saturday, while everybody runs to the park to do it once things are up and going, I do it on Saturdays because their schedule basically run Tuesday through Saturday. They are all Sunday and Monday. That's why I do it on Saturday. In case you were wondering, see, I'm even giving out my sources out there. So if you guys start seeing content creators going out now on Saturday, you know who gave them that idea. Just remember where that came from. Okay, so cool to see that we have a 3.5. The 3.5 matches the version 6 on these guys. So that's exciting. Lot of things I have people have confirmed. Don't forget, you're gonna start seeing the food booth around this New York area around here. Um, Between the end of next week or the week after that. So also, Foodie Guy is coming out in the middle of August, third week of August. I was told. They're still making minor changes, and some menus have been gone out for production. So keep an eye on that. So that's it for Halloween Horror Nights. Let's move on over here. I want to talk about Halloween Horror Nights International. Um, we already know about Orlando and California. They go hand to hand. Let's check out Japan really quick. I remember I was doing this last year. So this is how Japan is looking right now. Um, I'm a fan of their graphics because they look horrifying. So far they have Street Zombies, the Zombie, the Dance, Chucky's Carnival of Chaos, and then you have Sadeko's Curse, Dark Horror Ride, and they have the Biohazard Extreme, Universal Monster, Legend of Fear, and Ado plus, I guess, plus or and Hollywood Dream the Ride. So Japan doesn't play around. They announce everything all at once. And the next one that we need to look at is Singapore, because I think they announced everything but one house, if I'm not mistaken. So this is Universal Studio Singapore. It is in my bucket list. If I could to visit every single Halloween Horror Nights internationally, that would be super awesome to experience. So Singapore is going, and look at this. Evil is knocking. They have 5 haunted houses, three scare zone, and 2 live shows. Obviously, they're a lot smaller than us. Um, Let me see if they show us more detail. I know that they were. Look, they even have early bird exclusive. Okay, so very important, good to know. The Netflix, all of us are dead. If you did not watch this is a Netflix series. This gets me freaking excited. Remember when they released this news? That's when I say Stranger Thing is truly happening because that's how you know that they sealed the deal with Netflix. If this goes well, I've been told that they are looking into possibly bringing this in the next 2 years here to the US. I would love to do a road trip, right? Gluten free, how are you? Hope everything is well. Then they have Grim Encounters, that looks freaky. Rebirth of the, I don't even know how to say that. Matriarch. Um, Descend into Hell, and you see they have a house still, a fifth house that they still need to announce. So they do have early bird special, which is kind of cool. Lots of cool stuff happening in Singapore, but like I said, the fact that we are dealing with Netflix again opens the door for a lot of great things, and I'm excited. If up to this point we have shared valuable content, please smash the like button. Continue to share our content with other people. We're looking to grow this family. You know, that way more people get information. the right information. So, anyways, that's it for Singapore. They're moving right along. Let me double check on something.
Sorry. Baby says she loves you.
Baby, okay. Sorry, guys, because um,
She was traumatized.
Kyla was traumatized. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Kyla is out of town. She's in Tennessee right now, so it's kind of hard to let our baby go.
Yeah.
One of our babies go. Anyways, for the last 2 weeks, I've been telling you that sources have told me this old tribute store or the new tribute store is gonna have, open in the old location. We were the first content creators, by the way, to release that news, and and it's happening. It is happening. So then last week in that video, Karen and I started talking about like what the heck is happening. Like I still hearing the same thing that they're moving over here, but why do they have this tower over here? This I guess little stage up
Stage.
here. It sounds to me like this needs to be pushed this way. And then Karen and I say in the video, spoiler alert, unless they actually make the entrance backward, unless they move this, I could see them probably putting that entrance backward.
Back there, yeah.
But it's funny. We dropped the news. Then WDW News Today, who we're using now for resources, go ahead now and said, "Hey, we got a rumor." And then yesterday, they discovered this. Okay, this is in the tribute store. So the cool thing about Universal Creative is that they last year they left us with a lot of clues, and they're doing the same thing. So Kevin, check this out. So basically, what they're saying is
Ooh, tribute to
tribute of terror is the name of it, or horror.
tribute to terror.
There is something about tribute to
Say it's
terror.
right.
Yeah, tribute to terror, right? And then it says Halloween Horror Nights. It
$15.
says November, number 32, October.
October.
Okay, so that's the first clue. Then it tells us over here 090123, which is September 1st, 2023, which is the opening day. And then it tells us 1208 Fifth Avenue, New York,
New
which
Oh.
is basically this address 1208. See it over there? 1208.
yeah, Fifth Avenue, New York.
1208 Fifth Avenue, New York. I don't know what I did. And then basically, this has some other Easter eggs. Some of them deal with one of the old haunted houses. They also had like a magazine or a book that deals with the tribute to terror. So I'm not gonna get into that. They also have Team F, which is I think one of the creators of this magazine or something like that. I won't get too many into details because I don't want to confuse you. But just know, tribute to terror. Basically, they're talking about the tribute store and they're giving us the New York address as a clue, which I've been saying now for 2 weeks is happening. Okay, so now we have the first clue. Then did I didn't. Okay, I shouldn't. My bad. So then yesterday they come with this Musifex 69. It says it over here, Musifex 69. And if we remember correctly, Vamp 69.
69.
Okay. Now, if you want more clues, I told you there's certain things that I can say immediately when there's certain things that I have to kind of like stay quiet. But if you actually pay attention to the thumbnail, I basically gave you the vampire in front of that stage that happens to be, right over here. And that video came.
It's gonna be very like psychedelic. Like it's kind of
That
cool.
video came 2 days ago.
That's pretty cool.
So again, and I'm doing this. I'm not doing this to brag. I just want people to understand. No, I just want people to understand that when
We're giving you the good
when we
info.
give you the information, I'm giving you accurate information. It's accurate information that has been confirmed, and I don't want people to think that we're lying, we're making up stories and all that. But 10 days ago, we told you about the tribute store opening. Then we repeated it 2 days ago when this video came out. Again, I purposely did the thumbnail with the vampire in front of the stage, which we already know now that is Vamp 69. So that goes to show you, and I'm doing this not for basically our viewers over here because they know us,
Right.
but we got new people going in and out. And if they happen to watch this content out of nowhere, I don't want them to think like, oh, this guy is repeating,
Right.
crap, or he just copying content. No, I'm not. Because basically, as you
We
can
said it
see,
first.
July 25, this is when it came out. This video came out on Sunday. First time that I said about this previous store was over 10 days ago now. So I want people to understand that sources are legit. Moving right along, great announcement they made, finally, freaking finally, Universal decide to make the announcement that the Kids Zone is gonna be DreamWorks. So welcome to our land. So now they have all the DreamWorks character join the awesomeness. Um,
And like we said, they were gonna keep that roller coaster.
right. I could almost hear Jack Black saying awesomeness. So this roller coaster, just so you know, is a troll roller coaster.
That's cool.
Then you're gonna have, clearly they're gonna bring
Shrek and Donkey.
Shrek and Donkey. You can clearly see it over there. No more details are being released other than this concept art, and obviously it doesn't. This is art that you remember the spider from shoot from
Oh yeah.
Troll.
From Trolls.
So
the groovy guy, the second line.
right. So basically, by looking at that concept art, that's basically what we can see. Now, this is expected to open, I want to say, in 2024, they said. Shout out to Universal once again for doing new things in their parks and getting better and better in their old parks, regardless of opening Epic Universe on
Right.
2025. I can tell you something. 2025 is gonna be it's gonna be a big deal, a big year. Hang around. Hang around. I'll tell you why in a second. The meet and greet of Donkey coming back will make me so happy.
Yes.
You and me both. I freaking miss Donkey.
Yeah.
I need to annoy him with Mickey. I cannot annoy him because he knows us.
Yeah. Well,
So he knows that I'll probably be joking around with him. Incredible that my voice has been coming and going out for a week now.
Yes, we're all saddened by that.
I'm sure. So anyway, this is the new announcement for the Kids Zone. I cannot wait for that. VillainCon has come with a grand opening, official shirt and pin for the ride. Spoiler alert: Karen and I were able to do the ride. It's all right. And Sheila said Donkey was my favorite.
Yes, he is
yes.
Him and one and Beetlejuice.
There's three different Beetlejuice.
There's only one.
Well, yeah, 3 people that play Beetlejuice, and there's only one that I like crazy, and that he's the one that shows up in the intro.
Yeah,
where our intro that is like hugging Karen. He's the best one by far. But anyway,
it's cute.
VillainCon has a grand opening shirt. It's becoming quite popular.
I'm sure.
The pin is $14 and the shirt is $30. I want to say that I held back. I almost walked away with my gun despite the many looks that Karen was giving me. But I did play like a little kid in the store
It did.
with my gun. I ended up liking it a lot, and chances are I will get it. Now, rumor has it that has a rumor
Rumor has it.
rumor has it that the grand opening for Minion Land is happening this first, not first, the second week of August. So stay tuned. Officially, it's gonna be open. No more soft opening. Officially opening as the second week of August. Okay, so that's why, obviously, they're coming up with this shirt, and obviously they're behind in project. Moving right along, Universal came back with the pass holder night, and apparently this thing got booked within an hour. I don't
Oh
know.
wow.
I was in a meeting, and Danielle posted it, and I found it, and then some other people posted it in Facebook, and the whole system, as usual, was glitching. Then I asked Karen for my ID, and what is weird, check this out. What is super weird, Karen? I was able to pull all of you guys' number from the application, but my number is not.
Hmm.
Nope. And the number that I have is not the correct one. It is super, super weird. So it wasn't until you took allowed to send me pictures that I was able to correct it. And finally, oh, and then it just froze up
Well,
anyway.
is it because you switched cards?
I switched card, but it's supposed to reflect.
That's weird.
It is super weird. So I was able to pull yours from the app,
Of
and
course.
yours and the kids, but not mine. So I was scared that I was gonna miss the opportunity. I almost submitted it without me, and so you guys can go. Mary said, "I don't get the thought
Thought
process
process.
of this ride. People walk all day long in the park, and the thought was to make people stand." It's an interesting concept. I'm not gonna batch it down. I feel,
I like that actually.
yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a pretty fun ride. Is it one of my top favorite rides? No, but it's an interesting ride. Don't worry about it. Eventually, we're gonna put out a video. Sometimes next week because we have other videos coming. We actually enjoyed it. I don't think we're gonna like kill ourselves to do it every time that we go.
Not every time.
We have
But
to,
if it's a short time, I would like to do it
right. We have
until the whole thing, until the new ride symptom goes off.
the newness.
Yeah.
We had to go back obviously to do it with the kids because we were by ourselves. So we look like two little teenagers enjoying
It's
our
okay.
time.
We're allowed.
But we did a video and we'll release it later on. And it was quite interesting. So I'm not gonna bash it down. I feel like it's doable for anybody that wants to experience this ride. It's just that there's a whole bunch of haters in terms, and I'm not calling Mary by all means a hater. But
Way to go, Mary.
no, but a lot of people are coming, bashing this ride, and they forget that this is a family park.
Right.
That ride was meant to be for
For
families.
families.
Everybody is so consumed into the and me aspect that is not even funny. You know, no, it's not a roller coaster. Now they're not gonna create something else that you're gonna be spinning around and you're gonna be upside down. They are targeting families for a reason. Remember, Universal's main target now is to compete against Disney and take them out of the number one position. That's their number one target. So everybody that's been whining and complaining better get used to because
That's how Epic's gonna
Epic
be. Yeah.
Universe is set up that way. I'm not saying you're gonna stand up and it's gonna be a slow ride, but what I'm saying, you are not gonna experience a velocicoaster in Epic Universe. It is clear that they want to take the number one position over Magic Kingdom. And they're coming aggressively. Now, don't sleep on Disney. That's all I gotta say. I heard that the guns are heavy. Yeah, the guns are
They're a
heavy.
little heavy. Yeah.
And if they don't feel heavy, then the trigger start feeling heavy. Because then the trigger you gotta press it hard
Yeah.
It's not, and maybe they're still new,
Right.
too new.
So it's like
You
sticking
gotta
kind of
it's
like
sticking. Yeah.
uh
So
Miss
uh,
Sheila said something. She said it would be interesting to see how they're doing with wheelchairs.
so you will be able to do it with a wheelchair, Michelle. You cannot be in an
CV.
ECV. You gotta be able to transport into a regular wheelchair, but you will be able to do it, which that made me happy. And this whole motion sickness crap of looking at a screen didn't even exist. Yeah, they tell you it could cause you motion sickness, but
But I think you're moving so much that like you're not staring at something that's 3D. You know what I mean? Like
right.
you're like trying to like do things. So I
But
think that
I am very sensitive
you are.
to motion sickness, and I was
You're just
fine.
sensitive.
I was super okay with it. I was like, I could be here like longer if they let me. And then they give you gaps, so it's like you're rotating from scene to scene. So every time you switch in scene, then you just standing
It kind
there.
of reminds me of
Toy Story.
not necessarily Toy Story, but more Buzz Lightyear. You know how they take you from scene to scene, and you can spin your car around, but it literally takes you from one scene to the other one. And yeah, I guess Toy Story is the same thing.
Toy Story, maybe.
Yeah, but
So
yeah, it was fun. It was cute. It was
I
fun.
feel it's
I
cute.
liked it.
I feel it's gonna be perfect for families. And if you have little ones that
They're gonna love
I
it
think they have to be over 48 inches
Yeah.
tall or something.
to
Was
go
it
by
the right-
themselves. I think.
Yeah, but everybody's gonna be
Yeah.
able to do it. I feel it's gonna be super fun for family. For whatever reason, people forget that this is a family destination. This is not Vegas, which is an adult destination. I think something over here have kind of like people forgotten.
Well, I think a lot of
about.
people would say things. We need things for family. We need things, but then when people make stuff for families, they're like, "Well, what about the adults? Like, what about the adults? What about them?"
Anyway, Mary said, thankfully, I have heard too much batching on it. I haven't heard. Yeah, I do. I have. Looking forward to checking it out. I just see some of my adult friends sitting with their butts down on their dog because they're tired. Probably.
I don't think you can.
But you can. There's not enough space,
Yeah.
depending how they do it, but it's not enough space. But anyway,
People can handle one ride like standing, like,
it's
and
not
then especially it's in the front of the park. It's hidden as you coming in, and you be all right.
Trust me, we walked a lot, and
It wasn't.
I was enjoying the AC more than anything.
Yeah.
The Universal annual pass holder night is happening in Island of Adventure, Karen, on August 26th. And reservations were booked in under an hour. We were lucky enough. We will be there on August 26th and experiencing this. Supposedly, they're gonna be bring bunch of characters and specialty items for that day. So we'll keep you posted. Then they also, for the annual pass holder celebration, they are bringing this new pass holder cup, this hat, and drinks. Yeah,
They're kind of trying to do the Mickey thing.
right. And I could almost bet you that this is gonna become like a magnet.
Oh yeah.
I can.
That's probably the magnet for the next month.
Right. So exclusive pass holder entrance to Universal Island of Adventures. Universal Island of Adventure will have a dedicated annual pass holder entrance from 8 to 2 p.m. from August 15th to September 30th. Then we have a 30% discount if we choose to buy express passes. El calor is being too loud. Exclusive dining offer, and what else? Exclusive menu eats and dining location. They are also giving us
Donuts.
up to 45%. Up to 45% in some of the hotels as well. For these
Starbucks. What are they doing in Starbucks? Go back up. Go back up. Go down.
cookies
Cookie and cream cold brew.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Then we are able to collect a free collectible art print. Then pass holder receive 50% off at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter for the personalization services.
Ooh.
30% on the Great Escape.
We should do it. We should do the When the Back to the
Back to
Future.
the Future. 10% off from Cabana and Seating Rentals in Volcano Bay. This is the new Coca-Cola Freestyle.
Mary said, "I wish they would get rid of that stupid, horrible top on the cup." But it looks like it came with a straw this time. At least that one. Or is that like a little? Or is that like a holder?
No, that's the holder.
Oh, that's ugly. Oh, I see it. I see it. I
It's the
see it.
same one
Yeah,
as
yeah,
the
yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's a bad top. That top's gonna break easily.
The best one, the
It's
best
at
one
Hollywood.
is the one in Hollywood, the one that we keep using. Anyway, Karen, now I'm going to switch to Disney.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's
Okay,
good.
good. Yay.
So be ready because I got sources telling me, Karen.
That sounds
Sources telling me
sounds and everything.
the
guys.
Zootopia is happening,
Oh, that's awesome.
and it's happening. Be ready by 2025.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, according to one of the Imagineers that have shared this news with me, the plan is they're holding on to this whole DeSantis disaster, kind of like moves on, or sometime between now and the destination 23, there's gonna be an announcement. Okay. The 2025 timeline, we don't know, or he doesn't know, if it's where everything's gonna be built. We shall doubt it because we're like too close.
Yeah.
Or project is gonna start by 2025. So everything is closing in Dinoland. At one point, people were wondering, is dinosaurs staying? Because dinosaurs are one of the most popular rides.
Yeah.
Everything is shutting down in Dinoland. Everything.
There's not a lot going on with dinosaurs. Like, unless you have Jurassic Park, there's nothing going on in the dinosaur world. You know what I mean? Like,
And there's multiple concept arts already being approved for Zootopia.
that's amazing.
2025. I told you.
Cecilia said shocker on the timeline.
I told you don't sleep on Disney. Now, they're trying to confirm either we're going to have a new theme park or what's happening with Magic Kingdom. So hopefully
What's happening to Magic Kingdom? Jeez, what more are you gonna put in Magic Kingdom?
Well, in the 23, George hinted that they could expand after Big Thunder Mountain and create either Encanto and or Villain Island.
I don't see why Encanto doesn't come over here.
That's the other concept art.
I think Encanto should. Zootopia and Encanto should fall into the Animal Kingdom.
There's two concept arts currently happening.
Because Encanto happens a lot in the outside. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so you kind of need that environment. You're not gonna get. I mean, you can get it in Magic Kingdom. But
concept number one, Zootopia. Concept number two, Part Encanto.
Part Zootopia.
Part Zootopia. Concept number three,
Part Encanto.
Part Moana. Part Zootopia.
Any of those would be amazing, to be honest. And if they do Moana and Zootopia there, then I would see why Encanto will go to the Magic Kingdom.
Right.
Right, because then that would make sense.
Moana is already there.
Right.
So
unless shocker, they send it to somewhere at Epcot and give Epcot something new.
No, the projects are happening in Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, or in possibly
Studios.
There's the conversation of a new park, and I've been telling you this because this is not gonna let Universal easily get away with
a massive park.
Nope, they're not. They're not gonna let them go.
Well, for that, they should put all that in a new park.
No.
I mean, I think Zootopia fits.
Listen, the park that they are in conversation is for a villain park.
Yeah.
So,
well, Zootopia makes a lot of sense at Animal Kingdom.
All of that has been confirmed to me by an Imagineer.
How do you even know an
Don't
Imagineer?
worry about how I know him.
I worked for that company for 20
Good
some
for
years.
you. It's not convenient for you to know anybody
Well, that
that
is
can
true.
give you information because then, then
Our
that's a
channel is small
conflict
enough,
of
but then all of a
interest.
sudden,
And then, yeah, our channel, Disney doesn't watch our channel. All of a sudden, you know somebody, and then they tell you this. All of a sudden, Disney's gonna find out, and here's Karen. Let go because of conflict of interest. One of the smallest channel in Orlando.
Yeah.
Because that's how Murphy Law works, But no, I
sorry,
do know.
I don't know anybody.
I did meet a Imagineer, and the Imagineer ended up telling me,
Which it is.
"Oh, this information, so
Guys, and this is today at 9 o'clock at night. I didn't know that he met an Imagineer. He didn't tell me anything about this. This is how, like, when it comes to Disney, how like out I stay.
Because I love watching your reactions live.
When you find out things before we do.
No, because I want you to leave the hype with,
Okay.
somebody, the viewers they can only react by commenting. We don't have them here to see their reaction. So you got to be the representation of the viewers. So either you act excited or you act disappointed or you act somehow.
I got
some
you,
way.
people.
So what I'm trying to say is that today, July 26th, I am telling you, unless the day Disney pull out the plug, there is concept art and they expected to have everything. Something's going to happen by 2025. Either the project is starting, either the half of the project will be done. Something is starting on 2025. Zootopia is definitely happening. However, we don't know yet if it's going to be Zootopia completely, Zootopia with Moana, Zootopia with Encanto. They have those multiple concept art that they continue to talk about, and they are heavy conversation. This part gets me super excited, as excited as Epic Universe, of a theme park with villains or a villain section in Magic Kingdom. Heavily, that's the conversation happening right now, and concept arts are being developed to both the actual Magic Kingdom and the actual theme park. And I cannot freaking wait to either or. I'm excited about that. So today, July 26th, you heard it first in this channel. And I actually used that that thumbnail on purpose of Zootopia. So
people can
when
see
we
it.
talk about that it's been
Next
confirmed,
year.
we can go back and say, hey, look at us. We all celebrated like a family. The new changes are happening.
We need to go ride dinosaur one more time at least.
I ain't riding no dinosaur.
Khalil likes it.
This is dinosaur.
Well, that is true. You come out. That's legit.
I wrote dinosaur. What's going on, Chino? Watching the show with my grand. Okay, so I behave.
That's probably why he told you that.
I will not drop anything.
Good.
So anyway, we just dropped, I think, one of the most powerful bombshell in the last few months for Disney.
Finally.
And it's just because I found information. People talk to me for whatever reason. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
But anyway, Zootopia is happening. Confirmed. Now, I have a question. We got Epcot. Why the heck we don't have this in Epcot?
Where's that at?
Why?
Disneyland.
Casa de Coco restaurant opening this weekend at Disneyland Paris. First look at Miguel's statue. We got a restaurant across Mexican Pavilion. Why we don't have a Casa de Coco restaurant? This is what I feel Disney loses golden opportunities.
I'm gonna assume it's gonna have to do something with the legal aspect because we don't own the restaurant in Mexico. I don't think we own a lot in Mexico. Like everything's a third party. So I'm assuming that if they bring that, it would have to be outsourced kind of thing, like where this seems like it's run by us.
But it could be, but other they do, look, it's legit.
It's the same restaurant.
It's the same restaurant.
They just put Coco in front of it.
Exactly.
Right.
Marquise, what's going on?
Hello.
Oh,
So,
he said my grandkids are big. No worries.
no, don't tell them that. Don't tell them.
I I won't talk about anything that gets me overly excited, Chino. So I will not be dropping the damn it and the S word
Oh, I'm
here.
glad you're not going to.
I am not. So check this out. All that they do is the same. It's the
It's the
same
same.
stupid
It's the
restaurant.
same restaurant,
All they have
probably.
to do is add the decor. Look,
Right, but I'm gonna assume it. I'm gonna assume it's a legal thing here because it is it's owned by
well, I'm assuming that
Mexico.
this is where Disney. I mean, they lose so much opportunity. So let's when they open Avatar or Pandora, they freaking open Pandora like 10 years
Too late.
after the darn movie. So you have a wonderful movie on the second movie of Avatar. What the heck did you do with that movie?
Nothing.
They could have legit get some of those new characters and put them roaming around Pandora. And that's the part that frustrates me of Disney. Disney Entertainment for the lately they have been getting worse and
Yeah.
worse. Here in Walt Disney World, I'm not referring to Disneyland. I bet you
Or
that
any of the other Disney's.
but no,
I think it's just the one here.
I bet you that if Pandora would be at Disneyland in California, you would see the
The
darn
Banshees. Avatars.
avatars roaming around. But we don't have Jack over here. Look what happens with Galaxy's Edge. I'm surprised we got Woody and Jesse roaming around Toy Story Land in here.
And Buzz, no?
And Boss. Hey Marquise. Um I feel that Disney loses so much opportunity.
Well, it's like the whole Moana thing. Really, like Moana came out how many years? I mean, it's not as backed up, but now you're gonna do like this whole water thing. Like,
but look at Encanto. Mirabelle has been in Disneyland now for 2 years, and now is when we're finally gonna get Mirabelle.
well, we have her in the parade, no, in the float or the.
Oh yeah, but that happened over after a year.
Right.
But now we're gonna have a meeting.
You would think that would be quicker. Like if a movie's coming out,
Right.
here, you know, like here are the characters.
You know, they're not stupid. They know that movies when the movies are like good and they're causing great sensation, they know that.
Right.
You know, they didn't do Elsa and Anna meet and greet in Epcot until like 2 or 3 years after the
Right.
movie.
They're always behind on that.
Why they're so behind? So I don't know. I don't know. That's the
But that's nice for Paris that they're gonna get.
another reason for us to visit Paris.
Oh man, it might be cheaper than going to Shanghai or.
Oh my goodness. So the other day, Karen and I started checking how much would it cost for the four of us to go to what was it, Shanghai?
Shanghai or Hong Kong. Was it Hong?
No, it was
Shanghai.
Shanghai. Because we're like, dude, maybe we save money and
Maybe next year we'll save money.
Yeah, instead of going next year to California, how about if we go to an international park? Wouldn't it be cool to go to Disneyland or Tokyo?
Yes, it was
Let's
so
go to Tokyo, and then once we go to Tokyo, we visit the two parks in there, and then we see Universal in there. That would be wicked cool, and then that would be outstanding for the family. And then we started checking on
Plane
prices.
Plane tickets.
And plane tickets alone, I think it was like $6,000
I
for
was
the
like-
four of us.
I said, okay, this is more like a 5-year plan. Like,
I said,
because that's just plane tickets. That's not getting into the park, but like resort, food. So I was like, this has to be like a 5-year plan.
yeah,
We got to put it in the board. Like,
this is almost as costly as going to Hawaii
and we haven't done that one yet.
because it's too expensive. Hello. So I think I'm gonna look into maybe Paris.
I think Paris might be a little,
Paris is
less
little
expensive,
bit
a little bit less expensive.
I don't know that it's gonna be $6,000 for the. And trust me, I was looking at the regular seating. None of this bougie.
Bougie, like you usually.
No, I don't look for bougie. Thank you very much.
You look for spacey.
I look for space. I pay for the extra comfort.
Okay.
You can take the bullet train to go from the area Disney is at in Japan to area and Universal. Yeah, I know, but it's just like flying into there. It's like an arm and a leg.
Yeah, no.
So anyway, the new the World of Frozen line is opening in Hong Kong, and they are giving us a preview of how things are looking. It's looking beautiful, which is this is something that honestly Walt Disney World could have done if they wanted to. But hey, I'm a firm believer that keep things original to the different parks, so that way people visit
Well,
different
even that,
parks.
why has it taken this long for a park to do a frozen area? You know what I mean? Like,
It is the
yeah,
stupidest thing.
somebody should have picked this up already.
So, and we got to see this on D23.
So
So,
cool.
this is the ride, and they're gonna have their own restaurant, and the ride is similar to ours in here,
They made it seem more like Mario
right?
Mario Land.
So this is all concept art, but
That's slaves for
they actually took us inside the park. So this remind me of Everest.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks
This
like
section
Everest.
where you look at the clock with Anne and Elsa. So we're in Arendelle. This is pretty cool. It looks beautiful. I'm assuming it has to be beautiful to see it in person.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving right along. Disney begins filling out entertainment showtime for Mickey Mouse's Scary Halloween Party. I keep asking everybody to please pray for us here in Florida. Pray that we don't get no rain, and things get canceled, so that way we get the rights to enjoy a full night of Mickey Mouse's Scary Halloween. And I don't know how many years I
We
haven't
haven't,
been
yeah.
able to enjoy everything that they has to offer. So Disney Not So Spooky Spectacular, which is the show, is at 10:15, which we didn't get to see last year because we got rained out. Then Mickey's Boot to You Parade, which is the best parade,
Parade.
it's at
Ever.
9:15 and 11:15, and they are gonna be here for the first time. That was announced. I think this is the only new thing that we're gonna get in here. So it kind of makes me upset that we pay $700 just to see this because we're gonna get to see everything else that we always seen.
Hopefully.
Then hopefully you see still a hopefully. So um, and that's it. Just they're little by little letting us know about everything. Um, they haven't announced then the Sanderson sister. Sanderson sister have a show, so that's still missing. Finally, another night for Mickey Mouse's Scary Halloween Party got sold out, and it happens to be this second night, one of the cheapest one, which is in on Tuesday, August 15th. Opening is August 11th. We will be there on opening. And if you were wondering why it costs you $700, here you have it. This is the price that we pay per person plus tax. So, which is weird. In California, the opening night is cheaper than everything else. Over here, opening night is the most expensive.
Do you think it's because we have a lot of YouTubers and they know that they're gonna get us?
Yeah, but so does California.
But do they have as many as we do?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
So the two nights that are sold out now is August 15th and Halloween night. Only two nights sold out. Mind you, remember why we went over Oogie Boogie Bash? Oogie Boogie Bash got sold out on the same day for the entire event. So that goes to show you the popularity of Oogie Boogie Bash due to the villains is better than Mickey Mouse So Scary Halloween. And if I were Disney right now, I will be scratching my head, questioning myself, and creating plans to drop these prices for next year and bring in new entertainment for next year.
Yeah.
And change it.
They're gonna have to do something because people are they're not gonna keep paying to see the same thing. You know what I mean? Like nothing's changed. So
and I feel that
a lot of people do it to take their kids trick or treating kind of, but like on a safer environment kind of thing. But you're not gonna. Why would you pay that much when you can take them out? You know what I mean? Like
right. But I feel like the more that they keep repeating this every year,
the less and less.
And
And I think SeaWorld and Legoland do Halloween stuff too. So they might be like, you know what, let's not go to Disney. Let's go try another park.
mhm, less expensive.
Yeah. Because I think the Lego one seems pretty fun. Like
Looks pretty cool
the
though.
brick and whatever.
Brick and trick,
Yeah.
trick and brick, whatever the heck.
Brick and or something like that. I don't know. But that one looks pretty cool.
Mhm.
I would like at this point if I've done this one and if once or twice, then I'll probably be like, you know what, let's try that one just to see the difference.
I remember back in the days before pandemic, the prices were like maybe $79 per person.
Yeah, it was reasonable.
It was reasonable. Now,
You know, and back then people were making money.
yeah, I just don't know. But definitely they need to change this concept because I will be. I mean, hello, we're like a week away from August,
Yeah, nothing sold out.
and nothing. Just 2 nights got sold
Yeah.
out. I will be extremely concerned by now.
You're gonna have to start doing deals or something.
hmm Now, with that comes always a seasoned foodie guy. And of course, as usual, they screwed us up. And by screwing us up, this is what I mean. From the content creation standpoint of view, we hate when everything comes all at once. It is so hard to cover it.
Yeah,
And
these
what,
events are hard to cover.
what Disney
Right.
used to do, they used to say, okay, August 11 is Mickey Mouse Scary Halloween. We're gonna start with the Halloween foodie guide the up to the week before, as an example, right? For things that are always gonna be available in the park. And then on August 11, we start with the only items that you can only find on Mickey Mouse Scary Halloween.
Right.
But it will give people the opportunity to create content and also to enjoy it because you're not gonna be eating Halloween stuff
All night.
all night long, all day and all night long.
Right.
And I think that's what they're doing, even themselves, and injustice. Chino says, "Is Mickey Mouse a Scary Halloween in Magic Kingdom?" Yes,
Yes, it is.
yes, it is. So with this kind of cooks, they finally came up also. And I say finally because they have been screwing Orlando up with this one too. They came up with new concept, and some of them look pretty cool.
That's
Though.
pretty good.
Yeah. So on the foodie guy on anti-gravity, you will find in August 11 from available August 11 through November 1st on the regular park hours and Mickey Mouse Scary. I'm assuming all this.
Yeah.
So
that's a cold brew.
so that's a apple fritter
Milkshake.
milkshake. So this is new. They didn't tell us about that. Oh yeah, no, they didn't tell us about the other one. But that gives you the idea.
Because the other one might be Cheshire Cats.
We'll see. All right, go on. Yeah.
Yeah. The other stuff is Cheshire, and on the Cheshire Cafe, which is the mummy treat, flaky pastry filled with chocolate hazelnut filling on top with icing, stripe, and sugar eyes. That's new, which is new and it's not new. I think they just revamp it every year. Like they
Right.
make it a different thing.
But it's available
Only during Mickey's, not only during the parties. Then you have the Queen of Hearts slushy, frozen cherry slush drizzled with blackberry puree and topped with whipped cream and a crown-shaped chocolate piece, non-alcoholic, and that will be available during regular park hours and Make It Not So Scary. And then you have the Witch's Cold Brew, French Vanilla Joffrey's
That's
coffee.
not new.
No, that's not new. We tried it
We
last
tried
year.
it last
And
year.
they didn't do the foam part right, so it was kind of like, it wasn't that big.
Now these look pretty cool. So in Comic
In
Race
Cosmic Race.
Cafe during
During.
Mickey and also Scary Halloween party only.
That's
What do we
what I
have?
got. You're gonna have the terrifying twice spiced chicken sandwich, spiced fried chicken breast dipped in hot honey and topped with pepper jack cheese, jalapeno poppers, and bacon. That sounds like Carlos and Khalil. The snarling sub
Yeah.
is a meatball sub with spicy marinara, pesto, and pearl mozzarella teeth,
Which is this? That looks interesting.
served on a black roll. And then you have zombie fingers, almond cookie fingers, key lime pie with a chocolate ganache, salted caramel crisp pearls, and sugar eyes. That sounds interesting. I'm not a key lime fan at all.
I will gladly order it just because of the looks.
Yes, that's an Instagram picture.
And then you have
And then you have the River Stitch Elixir, kiwi lemonade, and the with luster dust. That That sounds good. Although I'm not a fan of lemonade, but and
So
Friar's Nook, you're gonna have the Pain and Panic bratwurst, sweet and spicy onion relish and sriracha mustard. The Pain and Panic loaded tots, topped with the sweet and spicy onion relish, sriracha mustard, and crumbled bratwurst.
which they had last year with a different sauce
Right.
because we
And
tried it.
well, I think the low Friar's Nook always has tater tots, so they're
Right.
always gonna come up with something. And then you have the buffalo chicken ham pie with spicy ranch drizzle and blue cheese powder. So apparently this year we're going spicy.
And this is only during the Halloween event. And then golden.
The old post, you're gonna have the tombstone tart, flaky pastry food, the strawberry jalapeno jam, and topped with sprinkles and sugar spiders. Available during regular park hours and make it not so scary. A loaded sweet potato fries, tossed in cinnamon sugar and topped with marshmallow cream, butterscotch chip, and toffee pieces. And that is from November. During Mickey's Not So Scary Party only. That part they're kind of copying from Universal.
Yeah.
With
Because
it's the same thing, marshmallow cream, and like it's almost the same thing with their pizza fries.
Right.
At Liberty Square doesn't have anything new, and then what they have that
the black velvet.
The black velvet whoopie pie, black velvet cookie with buttercream and sprinkles, topped with a sugar spider. Mary says she loves how luster does make those drinks sparkle. It looks cool.
And this is only this is during park hours and the party.
In the Main Street Bakery, you're gonna have a mini shaped pumpkin cheesecake, and pumpkin coffee mousse, topped with a white chocolate candy corn bow. That's gonna be during the party only.
Party, this one.
Yeah, the cinnamon. I don't think the cinnamon roll is new.
No, it's not new. It was there last year.
Pecos Bill's Hotel and Cafe. They're gonna have a Cajun burger, Cajun spice, all beef patty topped with fried green tomatoes, Cajun and andouille dip, and Creole remoulade served on a black blend. Bucket of bones, bone-in piggy wings fried with fresh jalapeno tossed in Coca-Cola cherry barbecue sauce. And then the candy corn milkshake, sweet corn soft serve topped with whipped cream and sweet potato cornbread nuggets. That does not sound good.
Nope. During the party only.
Plaza.
Okay.
That's in Plaza. The Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. You're going to have an apple fritter sundae, apple fritter topped with choice of ice cream with cream and sprinkles. I'll eat that. That's during the party only. Then they're going to have the ice cream cookie sandwich. That's not new.
No.
Sleepy Hollow. They're going to have the char siu chicken wings, whole chicken wings glazed in char siu and topped with chili threads of garlic. Headless Horseman cupcake, yellow cupcake topped with cream cheese, buttercream, spicy cheese flavored snacks, and chocolate. What is with the spicy this year?
I don't know.
Cinnamon funnel cake, funnel cake topped with pumpkin ice cream, drizzled with pumpkin spice caramel, and topped with butterscotch chips. That would be interesting.
That's that one.
That one. No, this one. That's this one.
Right. All of this is.
Yeah. I don't understand why the spiciness, especially like this is too much spice for a family park. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, and this is during the party only.
Then you're gonna Starbucks treats. You're gonna have Hades cone, dough with mango and habanero soft serve topped with blue raspberry shell and chili lime seasoning. And then Sunshine Tree Terrace is gonna have, I'm assuming the Durham worms, the tropical graveyard mango mousse and sour tropical gelatin topped with cookie crumbles, gummy worms, sprinkles, and tombstone chocolate piece.
Both of them during the party only.
Then you have the churro cart. Oh, they stole that. Churro cart near Cinderella's castle. You
guys remember this from Universal?
But it was definitely nice. It was savory, not
a dessert.
Yeah. So they're gonna have the not so poison apple churro roll in green apple sugar topped with Snickers and Snicker bar pieces and drizzled with caramel sauce. I'm all down for that. During park hours and make it not so scary. Jack Pop, you're gonna have a chocolate fudge brownie with marshmallow filling and topped with a Jack chocolate piece. Available during party only. Sally Pop, yellow pop with raspberry filling, topped with Sally chocolate piece. That's gonna be during the party only. And they didn't say anything about that. It's outdoor vending car near the Haunted Mansion. They're gonna have the Skull Brownie, Mexican spice chocolate brownie with dulce de leche filling and sugar ice.
during the party only.
Yeah.
So
I'm not excited about all the spicy food. Like that alone is like a turn off for me, to be quite honest.
I do want to try this.
Well, yeah, but that's not spicy. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
wouldn't mind trying that kiwi, the Stardust one,
Yeah,
the
but
kiwi
one
lemonade.
one thing that we learned from last years is that you have to be strategic
Yeah,
and you cannot use the party to try food.
no, because you're definitely gonna waste your time. You're gonna waste your day.
They don't have mobile order unless they fix that this year.
Hopefully,
But they didn't have no mobile order, so we wasted over almost an hour just making a line. The
at
line
Sleepy Hollow that never
right,
moved.
the lines
Yeah,
are long
and it's
and
not worth it. Half the stuff wasn't really like it was okay. You know what I mean? Like, but you can't like you like know what you want to try. Like one thing here, one thing there. But if you go trying to try every single new item, you lost the night.
you lost that night.
You spend like for us, we spend $700 to spend even more money to eat all this food.
Yeah,
So,
not worth it.
and especially with all that spicy, that's it. Like, why would you go with that so many spicy foods?
Now, this it was all over the news earlier today, Karen. The Central Florida Tourism Oversight District basically approves a lower property tax rate for Disney World and others. And so far, that sounds good. When they tell you you're going to pay low, lower property tax, it sounds perfect. Now, here's the kicker. For me, this is already sounding contradicting.
Right? Weren't you after them because
They
they didn't
weren't
pay enough?
They didn't pay enough
But now you're
property
gonna lower
tax.
their property tax? You're
So the Santis own committee decided to lower property tax. But
isn't that like a smack to his face? Because hasn't he been saying Disney doesn't pay enough?
they don't pay at all. According to them, he doesn't. They don't pay. So not only they're gonna pay less taxes, but check this out. The board chair commented about the mileage change, outlining all of the things that he thought would chase district costs and
Costs.
taxes to increase, such as pending lawsuit and the 11-hour agreement. So the problem that they're facing now is that because in the lawsuit that they are with Disney, now they feel okay, we will have to pay people. I mean, that people have to pay us more money because we have to pay for the attorneys. And I feel like saying, well, you idiots are the one who wanted to get in a legal battle,
Right.
you know? But check this out. Check how they solved the problem. So Garcia said that one of the cuts, and listen to this because it's going to affect us. One of the cuts that the district administrator Glenn Gilzian found was $1 million for a law enforcement overtime pay exclusively for Walt Disney World properties. Garcia vowed that even more excess will be found as they continue to dig in. So, according to them, Disney has been paying $1 million towards law enforcement, right? And that budget is allocated not only to Disney but to other uh, providers within that district. It could be Celebration, you know what I mean? So their solution, so that way they could actually afford attorney's fee without increasing prices or taxes, is cutting that $1 million. So let me solve it to you. You got the most popular park in the world who offers safety to its guests, who thankfully, due to security and our police department, they are able to identify people bringing guns, potential safety hazard, potential threats to the safety of our guests. And Disney uses that budget to pay for extra overtime to our law enforcement. So their solution not only is I need to pay for my attorney fees, so now I'm gonna cut expenses on the safety of the guest, but also why should I be giving money to our law enforcement officers that are actually making money and that's helping the economy as well? Well, Chino told me that his grandkids are grown, so I'm gonna say, what a bunch of dumbasses. I can't say any other way. The
No,
minute
don't say it any other way.
the minute that you put a potential risk on the guest internationally, the guest, because you want to basically fulfill the your expenses that you cost to yourself, you just gotta be a dumbass. So
If
in my
Disney's paying for that, what's the
that's part of the budget allocated. So Disney, Disney pay just like you and me. We pay taxes, so those taxes are allocated for different things. So what Disney did, having their committee, they said, okay, we're gonna allocate this to bring more safety, more security to our parks. So
Disney's all about safety.
so we're not gonna allocate $1 million somewhere else when we don't need it. We need it in the parks. We may not need it
Rightfully.
in we may not need it in developing of streets. We may not need it on other utility. We need this property taxes money that we pay allocated to ensure the safety of the guests. So here come a bunch of dumbasses and say
We're gonna
need,
cut that.
we need to afford the legal fees and we don't want to increase property taxes. So what we're gonna do, they try to be sneaky. They want to gain support from everybody else but Disney by saying we're gonna lower the taxes, which again, I'm gonna repeat myself. By lowering property taxes to Disney, now you mean you're creating less budget. So how the hell you're not gonna grab money from here to pay for your own legal fees at the same time that you're cutting budget over here? That doesn't even make sense. So if they were hand selected by DeSantis and they run things like DeSantis, this makes a whole bunch of sense. They're a bunch of dumbasses. So now, basically, we are going to have less security in the park from our law enforcement. They are not going to have at the same amount of overtime. So now their local economy is going to be affected because this bunch of idiots need to be able to afford basically attorney fees for something they are going to lose regardless. The minute that you attach yourself with the last name DeSantis, you know you're going to lose. As it is, the idiot is losing in the entire nation. That alone, if I were them, I will quit. This is the time that they need to quit.
Yeah.
And I don't want my name attached to him.
Right.
Seriously.
No,
I'm
yeah.
not
All kidding aside.
I'm not being sarcastic. That I see the less support that the moron is getting little by little. This is the part that I said, listen, I'm gonna jump.
Yeah.
Because if I get, remember, if Disney if this continues and I get dragged into the mud because of him, and he's losing support, he's losing credibility. He's gonna throw them under the bus regardless. Right. He's not gonna defend them. He's gonna leave them on their own because look what DeSantis did to the Board of Education when they changed the
Oh, you gotta talk to them about it.
Oh, yeah, you gotta talk to the board of the Board of Education.
I had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. Oh no, you're the one who wanted to erase slavery from our education, and you put that kind of that path, and now because they want to teach the slavery is a benefit, people have gained benefit from slavery. That's what they want to teach our middle schoolers, by the way. When he got confronted yesterday, he said, "Oh no, you got to talk to them. I had nothing to do with it." Oh, you had nothing to do with it?
Yeah.
So these four morons, honestly, and I mean it in a nice way,
in a respectful
way, they should be paying attention to that And they should say, like, wait a second, if I'm in front of a judge and DeSantis is sitting right next to me, he's gonna throw me under the bus. Look what he's doing.
Right.
So, do I want to be part of this circus? Do I want to be part of this nonsense? If something happened to Disney because of some kind of threat, and Disney's able to prove that because this board removed $8 million toward law enforcement, and let's say, God forbid, a civilian decides to raise a lawsuit because it's their downfall, now DeSantis is going to say, hey,
that was the board.
That was the board. I
the
didn't tell them to do that.
I was running my campaign at that time.
What a bunch of idiots. So I am sorry. I get it, but look how they present it. We're basically presenting a lower property tax. So you ask the reader, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. Because who doesn't? I want to pay lower property tax. Who doesn't want to pay lower property tax? So obviously, you read about it, you're like, oh my God, so this board is not as bad as everybody makes it sound, until
you read further.
You read further and you realize that this board caught our safety of our guests. And I'm bringing this to you.
Well, not only the guests, but you're the cast member as well.
Everybody.
Like the people that work there.
Everybody. I wish Disney right now will release, and I could tell you this because I know people in security. I wish Disney will release right now on a daily basis how many people try to bring guns to their property.
Yeah.
Right now, I wish, and the kind of guns that they actually find. I wish they would release that information. I wish they would release information of people trying to bring homemade bombs, because that had happened before. You don't hear about it because Disney, who pay $8 million, and they pay their own police department and K9 and SWAT team and all that, they sweep it off, and you, the guests, don't find out. But they need to start speaking up. This is the time that Disney has to say, here's everything that we do with those $8 million, and put these idiots a blast. That's what I would do if I'm Disney right now, because I want the guests to be aware that if something was to happen, it's in their hands.
Right.
In their hands. Because you want to continue with a foolish lawsuit that makes no sense whatsoever. Well, hey, to each their own. Moving right along. Now, we talk about the Muppets being on the Food and Wine, but then last week I clarified, no, the Muppets are not going to be there. They're basically using their lab concept. So you're going to have pictures of the Muppet on the Brewing Lab. Now they call it a Brewing Lab at the Odyssey. You know what the Odyssey is, right? So basically, there was a media event today, and people were able to see the decoration of the lab. So you will have the Muppets on the TV apparently, and able to watch them. And then that's when you get to see they had the pickle milkshake. I am not looking forward to try this.
We're not trying that.
I did see pictures of it, and
we're not trying that. We're not buying that.
Now they do have one thing, Karen, that I really want to try, and it's called the Impossible Buffalo Chicken Tender.
Yeah.
It looked really good. It did look really good. I'll try to pull it from Twitter or X, whatever the hell Elon Musk wants to call it. Let me go over here since I have it open. Who had it? Let me see if I can scroll down. But they already tried it. It's a Thrill.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Was it Thrill Gig? I think Thrill Gig tried it. So here you go. Here is the preview of the merchandise. Again, they had a media event a few hours ago, and people were able to try it. And let me show you this. This is the Impossible Buffalo Chicken. And for me, it looks good. I really want to try it. So they say, we hope you enjoy our preview. Blah, blah. They have a video. But they did a separate post, and they actually said that this was really good. And this is some kind of sriracha thing. And this is the pickle milkshake, just so you guys know.
Nobody in this house likes pickles. We're not gonna get that.
So
Mary says Impossible. That's vegan.
Yeah, I know.
It's a vegan option.
But some of the vegan, some of the impossible meat that Disney has actually tastes like real meat.
It's pretty good.
This is the new lounge fly bag
Thank you.
for food and wine. It's cute.
I know.
I like this coaster, Karen. I think they showed it back in the day, and I told you that I really like it because it makes a burger.
That's
So
cute.
these are coasters, and I love this. Every single festival they pick an actual character. In the past has been Remy
Right.
or Figment. This time it's actually Encanto. So I love this.
Well, last year wasn't Tiana last year.
Yeah, I love this Encanto
That's cute.
because it's very colorful. I just love
Oh, look at those
anything.
little cups.
Anything Encanto, I freaking
Yo
love.
encanto.
But I want to say, there you go. From the left to right, Impossible Buffalo Wing Chicken Tenders, Pickle Milkshake, and
Unnecessarily
unnecessary
spicy.
yet extremely tasty Scotch bonnet pepper curry wings with a cool cucumber yogurt. I do want to try this, the Impossible Buffalo Chicken. And they go ahead and show us the room, the lab. So it looks pretty cool. The festival is starting tomorrow. If nothing changes, we're supposed to be there tomorrow with Mary.
Whoop whoop.
Um,
Mary said I personally like impossible stuff. I'm just more shocked
no, you're just being
that
impossible.
you're wanting to try it. I don't know. Carlos likes tasting
I'm
impossible
actually,
burgers.
yeah, I'm the,
Yeah.
out of all the four of us, I'm the one who has tried the most impossible thing. They normally is like, nah, I don't know. I'm like, no, I'll try.
He's impossible like that.
I had tried their impossible meatball, which was
Carla
really
liked
good.
it.
Carla and I liked it. We tried an impossible burger when we enjoyed that one too. So
What is wrong with you?
now, Karen, in Disneyland yesterday, they announced that Fantasmic will continue to close on to spring 2024.
Wow.
And the part that gets everybody heartbroken is that they will not longer have the drop.
That is the best part of Fantasmic.
People are heartbroken, mad, upset, disappointed, whatever you want to mention, whatever description you want to give, and rightfully so.
Yeah,
So-
that's the best part. That's one of the best parts of Fantasmic.
So, in case you didn't know, these caught on fire and
Burned all of it down.
burned
Yeah.
everything down.
Yeah.
Then they suspended it. They said it was going to be up by what was it, Memorial Day weekend, then Independence Day weekend. Then they say by August or September, and now they're saying not until spring 2024.
Man,
And
they
this
must
is
have done a lot of damage.
this is the fire.
Well,
Oh,
I'm assuming, and then if they're taking that out, they got to put something else. Like they might be doing something else.
yeah. So Murphy caught on fire, and no more Murphy.
It's a shame.
Yep. Then moving right along. I might have exited. But anyway.
Anywho,
Oh, so here's more of the food and wine merch. That's a pretty shirt.
yeah.
That is a pretty shirt.
Okay, you're too for me.
Here's the Encanto cups.
Those are cute.
They are cute.
Carla would like it,
I bet you would.
but then she won't be there anymore.
But we gotta go back with Kyla. I'm sure we're not gonna try everything tomorrow. Depending, if I'm not impressed, then I'm not gonna keep wasting my money. Just saying.
I didn't.
So, anyway, people, there you have it. All the latest news. Today we discussed a lot of Halloween Horror Night. Now you know what to expect. We dropped the bombshell of what's happening in Disney, possibly, for an Imagineer. And lots of things coming up. Tomorrow we're gonna go to the Food and Wine Festival, so expect a video by Friday. Saturday, hopefully we're able to make it a Universal, so I will give you a construction update on Halloween Horror Night because there's a couple of things more to go up between now and Saturday. And we'll take it from there. School is about to start here
Yeah.
in town. So kids are getting ready to go back to school. So things are kind of like all over the place. Um, so anyway, there's a lot happening.
Lots.
Cecilia said, love all the info. Have a great night. Thank
Have
you,
a great
Cecilia.
night.
Thank you for always being so supportive. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We love you so much. We appreciate your viewership. We hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. And we cannot wait to see your comments in the next videos. Until then, have a good one.
Bye.